Welcome to Devon. Wow, I'm so glad that I detoured this way. Now, I don't often do this, but I've stopped for a cup of tea. This is Dartmoor. Over that way, that further peak, right in the middle now, that is Great Links Tor. Well, life is about to change for me a bit, and it's quite likely that from here on in I will not be able to post as often as I have. So, anything could happen with this sunset. You see, it's fairly clear on the horizon, and we've got that glow over there. To be honest, yet it's not enough to make a photograph at this point. But it could get interesting because this cloud bank that's more overhead, nearer to us. When the sun sinks below that and is right on the horizon, if it stays as it is now, we could just get some spectacular uplighting on this cloud. So I think it's worth sticking around. Now it presents some issues because I want to get this rock here in the left of the picture that I take, and that means that I can't really use either a soft or a hard grad filter because it's going to go right from top to bottom of the frame, and so I think the only way that I'm going to be able to tackle this in terms of getting the exposure right across the board is I'm going to have to bracket it. Tell you what, it's getting surprisingly cold waiting here because where I am I'm exposed to the wind and it's a little bit chilly, so I'm glad that I brought my woolly hat. I nearly didn't, and I'm using this head tube as a scarf, so I'm really glad that I brought both those things because actually my fingers are getting a bit cold as well. It just goes to show when you're just a few hundred meters up, temperature drops off. It really does drop off at night. It's at least a good 5 degrees lower up here than it is down in the valley there. So I'm just waiting for sunset now. Now look, we are starting to get the first signs of the sun coming up under that cloud. Look. This could look nice. This could look nice. I've really got to work on my composition. I'm thinking something like about this. Okay, sunset is... So sunset is 10 minutes away, and now sadly another bank of cloud has appeared over the sea. In the far distance, there's like a little thin set of clouds just tickling the edge of the coastline there, and then behind that there's another set of clouds higher up, and that's causing all that kind of muddiness, really. So sadly, I don't think we're going to get the effect that I was hoping for. I think it's going to close it down and we're not going to get that uplighting. We did get it for a minute, and I think it was coming because the sun was reflecting off the sea back up at the cloud, which was a really interesting effect. And there was also a bit of translucency, a bit of where the sun was coming through, partly coming through the clouds. And so I did a whole bunch of bracketed shots there, one or two of which might be interesting. I'll look forward to getting those back on the computer, but the trouble with a bracketed shot is you can never tell until you get it on the computer how it's going to come out. Also, in an ideal world, in a perfect world, I would have bracketed for exposure and also done different focus lengths as well, so that I could have done some focus stacking. But to be honest, that's all just too much to get my little head around all at once, so I haven't done that, and I'll just have to go for an acceptable level of focus throughout the range. Only 5-1. I really hope that the camera is doing its thing out there.